Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's episode of Storytime with Uncle Njomo. Today we are going to talk about the use of bombastic words. That is, high-sounding words, high-sounding language. You might want to ask the question, why do people use bombastic language? Many persons use bombastic language because, number one, they want to be impressive. Number two, they want to show how intelligent they are. Number three, there are people, some of them who know they don't know. They are pretentious. Number four, the people who use bombastic words are pompous people. And these people, they want to sound smart as they use bombastic words. You know, high-sounding words add up to nothing. I repeat, high-sounding words add up to nothing at all. I will demonstrate that drawing from what literature students know to be called Onitsha market literature. One of the books published in Onitsha those days, Veronica, my daughter. Hey! Have you seen Bombabili? Let me just give you some quotations. Bombabili comes on and says, as I was descending a declivity yesterday with such an excessive velocity, I suddenly lost the center of my gravity and I was precipitated on a macadamized thoroughfare. What has he said? What has he said? Bombastic words. What has he said? As I was descending a declivity yesterday with such an excessive velocity, I suddenly lost the center of my gravity and I was precipitated on a macadamized thoroughfare. See, that is somebody who would have simply said he was riding with his bicycle, he was descending a hill, he skidded off his bike and fell on a tarred road. The tarred road is what is called macadamized thoroughfare. Here, then the descent is what he calls declivity. High-sounding words that add up to nothing. Listen to Bombabili again. Look at your proud sister dancing to the tune of acrobatic jingoism. Remember, a girl is dancing and then Bombabili stands with the girl's brother. To say your sister is dancing and twisting her body and wriggling her body, he said, look at your proud sister dancing to the tune of acrobatic jingoism. What is acrobatic jingoism? Matsona, tell me now. Verbosity. These are people who use bombastic language. And I've told you that bombastic language is to impress, is to show how intelligent you are, is to think you are smart, sometimes it's pretentious, and you are pompous. Let me leave Onitsha market literature and come down to another simple one. In college, we had a religious test. Listen to the questions. The teacher writes, that short-sighted, narrow-minded, materialistic propagandist consider the light of this dictum upon an agnostic. Now wait till the man don't talk so. Now tell me. That short-sighted, narrow-minded, materialistic propagandist consider the light of this dictum upon an agnostic. Why not just ask the children simply, who is an agnostic? The next question, obstinate and visionary. Consider this with the work of Satan in the cosmos. Wait till that one be obstinate and visionary. Consider this the work of Satan in the cosmos. Why don't you just talk about Satan and what he does in the world? When you say in the cosmos, cosmos is world. Then here another word. In the ecclesiastical parlance, who is your neighbor? Where, Oga? Why don't you just ask the children, who is your neighbor? Or you simply say, by Bible definition, who is your neighbor? And I will tell you that the people who use bombastic language, sometimes they don't even know the meaning of what they are saying. They don't. Somebody will be using high sound word, lackadaisical, this and that, here and there, tormentuous, torturous, create your own vocabulary because you want to impress people. You want to show people you are smart, you are intelligent. No. I remember in school, a boy shocked us with one word, consanguineous. Hi! What is the meaning of consanguineous? And I know that most of you out there, you have some of those bombastic words, you know them, but please avoid them. In the face of all of this, I'll come out just with a suggestion. For example, those of you in the world of journalism, you are giving a small principle. It just says KISS, that is KISS. It means keep it short and simple. There should be clarity in what you write, what you say. So why do you go and be using some elephant words, using all kinds of, you out there, some of those bombastic words people use. The essence of speaking even to people, the essence of language is that language is a vehicle to send out a message. Why do you complicate it? Sometimes when I listen to some of these people using bombastic words, I say, but I might even recommend that people go back to some of those two books we used in primary school in the 50s and 60s. That is The Student's Companion or First Aid in English. Go back and consult those books. You will see simple expressions. You will see bombastic expressions, and then they will give you the simple. Just go back to Student's Companion or First Aid in English. You'll be able to get at least the simplified form of some of the words that people use it and break their jaws, So, like I do recommend, this is my personal recommendation. Just go back to Student's Companion or First Aid. There are many other books, but these are books that we used in primary school in the 50s and 60s, and they still remain classical. Language, I repeat, is that vehicle that sends messages to people. If you cannot communicate, there is a breakdown. And the consequences of lack of communication in a society. It has been responsible for the untold destruction that we have in the world today. Lack of communication. Because when you use that kind of language and people don't get your message clearly, the tendency is to misinterpret. Look at home. There have been so many domestic problems because people have not communicated properly. You speak to a wife or a wife speaks to a husband, or a husband speaks to a wife, and you are speaking in tongues as if the Holy Spirit has come to you. You are using words that I don't know. You are talking to your husband, talking to your wife, and you start using high sounding words. What will be the consequence? Breakdown in communication and trouble at home. Misinterpretation. Those are the consequences. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am here today to advise that we make language simple. We use language, let clarity, let balance, let objectivity be our guiding principles. That is the little message I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Just keep following Story Time with Uncle Njomo. Our next episode will roll on. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, like, comment, and share. See you in the next edition.